Listening the connection, the body and here. Calling to mind a word or a focus or a goal for today's practice. On an inhale, draw both knees to the chest. Drop the back and shoulders back into the ground. Inhale and exhale. Here, maybe rocking from side to side. And now pushing with the core, push the knees away, doing hip circles here. Going in one direction, 3 to 4 times. And then reversing. When you're done, bring those knees back to center. Keeping the left knee tucked in, extending the right leg long onto the ground. Maybe doing ankle circles with that left foot. One direction, then the other, pointing and flexing. Breathing into that left hip. Inhale, belly comes up. Exhale, let it soften, back body melts into the ground. Softening the shoulders. The next inhale, lift the left leg up, bending the knee, take the left hand and come to the outside of that left foot or the ankle. Here, if you have a strap or a belt, you can strap the sole of the foot. If you'd like, half happy baby. So intending that right leg straight and pushing that right hip down toward the ground. Listening to your body, always making the adjustments that you need. Breathing softness in and around the shoulder blades. One more breath. And releasing the knee to the chest. Opening those arms to the side. Inhale, lifting that left leg up. Exhale, slowly lowering it down, pushing for that flexed foot. Inhale, join it in. And exhale, releasing it, softening the back as you release. Beginning to engage the core as we warm up for practice. And after your next cycle, inhale and draw that left knee to the chest again. Softening through the shoulders. Opening up the left arm, anchoring through the left shoulder and gently drawing that left leg over to the right. Okay, center or left. Softening the right hip and glutes. Allowing the inhale to come from the belly all the way up, expanding the chest. And coming back to center. Inhale, draw both knees to the chest, rocking from side to side. Settling in. This time extending the left leg long. Where can you soften through the back body? Inhale, release that right leg coming into half happy baby. Using the strap, you can modify moving the arm down or you can even hook here on the leg. Coming to a place where you can soften and breathe evenly. Two more breaths. Release, right knee to the chest, one full breath. Soften, opening up those arms. Inhale, draw the leg up. Exhale, flex and lower the leg. Pushing out through the foot, making the leg long. Inhale, drawing in and up at your own pace. Exhale, releasing. One more time. And then after that exhale, drawing the right knee to the chest again. Shoulders drop, right arm opens, right shoulder anchors. Gaze can be right or center. Gently begin to rotate so the right leg can come over to the left. Allowing the body to move and stop when it needs to. Avoiding pain and force. And we're done. Slowly unwind, draw both knees to the chest. And we're going to come up to all fours. You can roll to the side and come to all fours, or if you'd like, engage the core, tuck the chin, and begin to do that spinal rocking, massaging your back. And once you have that momentum, just crossing at the ankles and coming to all fours. So spreading those fingertips, tops of the feet down. Belly to the spine, extend that right foot out, toes are down, pushing through that lifted heel, and extending the left arm. Feeling the balance and connection here, maybe lifting that right leg. And then taking the arm and leg to opposite sides, seeing if you can keep those hips level. Right elbow is soft. Coming back, softening here, and release. Other side, extend through the left leg. Lifted heel. Good, extend the arm, and maybe lifting the leg. Stretching in opposite directions through the spine. Breathing in softness, and then taking the arm and leg in opposite directions. And release. Cat-cow. Inhale, extend the spine in both directions. Soften the belly. Exhale. Round the back, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Targeting that upper back. Inhale, release and lengthen, gentle gaze up. On your exhale, round again. Another 2 more cycles. And after the next exhale, coming to table. Bringing the feet together and sitting down for child's pose. These can be farther together. Walking those fingertips out nice and long, softening the head. If it's uncomfortable, you can slide a block or a pillow underneath the head. Just resting or restorative pose. Come here anytime throughout practice. With each exhale, let the spine soften. Inhale, come up to all fours. Bring that right foot to the top of the mat. You want it far enough forward so that right knee is behind the toes. Squaring the hips, we're going to shift forward, get a nice stretch for our hip flexor, arms come up, maybe come to cactus arms, slow lunge. Left hand slides down the back leg, right arm lifts up. So still lunging, this time lengthening through the spine, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Bring both hands down inside that right leg for a variation of lizard. So you can move that right foot out to the outside edge, even ankle, staying and breathing here. Softening through the shoulders, maybe walking yourself down. This is a good stretch, staying here. Continue to claim our breaths. Shifting back, squaring up that foot, and then continuing to shift back, maybe letting the toes pop up. Right knee is slightly soft, releasing. Hamstring stretch, modified pyramid. Shifting forward just enough to walk the hands to the side. That back foot tilts good. If you're not facing me, that's okay. Make adjustments if you need to. We're going to come into gate. So that right hand comes down, we're going to stretch to the right. So we're reaching up and out of that left hip. And release. Coming to tall kneel. Extending that left leg out to the side, coming to gate on this side. So right arm reaches up and over. Shoulders drop, tongue drops. Bend the left knee, rotate the right knee, and come to a place where your left foot is forward. Again, that knee is behind the toes. Square the hips, shift forward, and come into low lunge. Squeeze the shoulder blades tight. Find your breath. Right hand slides down the right leg, left arm lifts up. Release both hands inside that left foot. Left foot maybe goes to the outside edge of the mat. Softening the shoulders, lizard pose. Also have the option to build up here with the blocks or with the pillow. Also have the option to walk down with the arms. Backing off, squaring that left knee with the hip. Squaring the hips and then shifting back. Gentle hamstring stretch. Left knee is soft. Shifting forward and stepping that left knee back to the right, coming back to table. Curling the toes and shifting into our first downward facing dog, pressing through the fingertips. Arms are strong, elbows come in, shoulders are broad, shake the head free. Tailbone lifts high, pedaling out those legs, continuing to open the hamstrings and now the calves. Be settling down into down dog, pressing through the heels into or toward the mat. 2 more breaths. Inhale, bend the knees and gaze forward. Step or jump both feet in between those hands. Inhale, hands on the hips, halfway, extend the back. Exhale, hands slide back down, forward fold. Hands can hang or hold on the opposite elbows. Arms frame the head. Noticing where your weight is on your feet. Intending to gently shift with each breath to equally distribute the weight on each of the 4 corners of each leg. 2 more breaths. Inhale, bend the knees, arms come up. Reverse swan dive, hands to heart center, staying right where you are. Adjust my camera just a little bit. Releasing those arms, mountain pose. Grounding through the feet, shoulders and arms drop. Inhale, lengthening through the neck. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Hands drop down heavy. Maybe if you'd like, right hand comes on top of left ear or above it, gently lengthening. And then maybe gently pressing down. Release, other side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. And release, mountain. 2 more breaths here. Coming to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, release the arms, side twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Full breath cycle. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step the feet back to high plank. Pushing through those fingertips. Shifting forward, squeezing those elbows, maybe dropping those knees down. Slowly lowering down to chaturanga. Pressing the feet, lifting up for cobra or baby cobra. 1 more breath here. Soften the shoulders. Pushing back to child's pose. On your inhale, sliding through for full cobra, or maybe lifting those knees for up dog. Curling those toes and coming to downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, lifting it up and over to the left. Release to center and gently bring it through as if you're doing knee to nose, and then step it to the front of the mat. Right lunge option to drop that back knee. Rotate that back heel. Windmill up. Good. Triangle pose. Left hip to the back wall, reaching forward with that front hand, dropping the hand to a contact. Leg, floor block. Finding your breath. From here, rotating over that right leg, stepping that back foot in, sealing it down, squaring the foot. That back heel isn't down, step that foot in more, bend the front knee, and fold the torso coming into traditional pyramid. So targeting that right hamstring, hips are square. Left hand comes to a contact, right hand on the hip. Nice long spine, belly to the spine. Gently begin to rotate toward the right, maybe lifting that right hand. Back heel is solid, let it be your anchor. 2 to 3 more breaths. Modify by bending the front knee. Slowly unwind and step back into the plank. Shifting forward, shoulders back and down. Option to drop the knees. Inhale, shift forward, squeeze the elbows tight. Slowly lower down. Release chest, chin, inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Stay here longer than a breath if you'd like. When you're ready, inhale, full cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. 2 to 3 breaths. Rest and settle here. Inhale, lift the left leg, 3-legged dog. Then the left knee, lift it up and over to the right. Squaring off, inhale, gaze forward, set that left foot forward. Walking it forward enough so that left knee is behind the toes. Left lunge, gazing forward, nice long spine from the base all the way through the front of the head. Rotating that back foot and windmilling for triangle. Back hip shifts, reaching with the left hand, triangle. Top hand reaches up. Find your breath as you inhale. Expand the belly soft. Maybe direct the breath to areas of tightness. Exhale, envision those areas or just your body in general to release. Next inhale, rotate toward the left. And those hands down, step that back foot in so those hips can be square and the right heel can seal on the mat. Then the left knee. And release the torso, pyramid pose. If you want more of a challenge or more sensation, begin to straighten that left knee. If it's too much, bend the knee more. When you're ready, right hand finds a contact, left hand on the left hip. Lengthening through the spine, rotating toward the left. Staying here or maybe reaching that left arm up. Reverse to revolve triangle. Right heel is pressing into the mat. Where can you soften on the next 2 exhales? Release. Step the right foot in to meet the left. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Option here to hold on to opposite elbows. If you want more intensity in the hamstrings, you can wrap your hands around the calves. Draw the elbows in tight and intend the belly toward the thigh. Balancing on those feet as you're able to, all 4 corners. Standing here, 2 more breaths. Inhale, releasing. Reverse swan dive, arms up. Mountain. Inhale, arms come up, twisting to the right. 1 full breath. Inhale, center, exhale, other side. Gazing, pressing to left fingertips. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. So taking your peace fingers and wrapping them around the toes. If you do this and you feel unsteady, release the hands and then step a little bit wider, a little more than hip width apart. We're going to inhale, lengthen through the back, and then intend the belly to the spine. Excuse me. Yes, belly to the spine, but then also belly to the thighs. Draw the elbows in, knees are bent, and release down here. Breathing openness in the back of the legs. More breaths. Release those hands. Step the right foot back, left lunge. Rotate the right foot and windmill up. Straight legs here. Sink down into warrior 2, bending and tending 90 degrees in that left knee and hip. Drop those shoulders, maybe pressing down into that imaginary surface. Maintaining maybe on an exhale, intending or physically coming deeper. Right hand releases, left arm reaches up. And coming into our side angle. So left forearm comes on the thigh, or you can press the hand against the leg and leg against the hand. Reaching the arm over the side. So rotating those right ribs to the ceiling. Good. Allowing as much bend in that left hip as possible. Two more breaths. Rotating back here. Dropping the right knee. Begin walking here, coming back to Tommy-o. Coming up. Extending that right leg. Coming into a right lunge. Doing it back heel. Windmilling up. Bending that right knee. Warrior 2. Releases to the lower belly. Left arm comes down, right arm reaches. Reverse warrior. Side angle. Outside edge of that left foot. Your anchor. Sinking down into the right hip. Left shoulder presses back. Windmill up. Square off the feet. We're going to stand wide angle. Forward fold. Coming halfway. Letting the hands slide down those legs to the ankles. You can stay here. You can bring your hands in front of you. That feels more stable. Hinge at the hips, head drops. Bringing those hands in front of you, if they're not already. Slide the left hand under the nose, half wheel to the right. Release, right hand under the nose, left hand reaches up. Release the hands down. Shift over to the left. So bend the left knee, hands come down. If you want to pop up that right heel, you can, and sink that tailbone, or you can stay right here. And we'll switch to the other side. Several breaths. Go at your own pace. We'll go back and forth several times. Keeping that upper body soft as well. And once you go over to that right side again, stay for a breath or two. Rotate, coming back into that right lunge, and then stepping that right foot back into high plank. So inhaling and exhaling here, shifting forward, option to drop those knees. Squeeze the elbows, inhale, shift forward, slowly lower down. Knees, chest, chin. Coming to Belly Savasana. One arm on top of the other, resting here. Bending the right knee, extending that right arm to that foot or ankle, extending that left arm. So half belly. So inhale, engage the core and intend to lift from the core. Option one is to stay on the ground and just intensify that stretch. Option two is to lift. Listen to your body, breathe here. More breaths. Slowly lower down, Belly Savasana. Right hand reaches, left foot connects. Inhale from the core, engage and stretch, maybe lifting. Release, Belly Savasana. And the hands under the arms, come to all fours. taking cat-cow here. Maybe releasing hips from side to side. We're gonna come to happy heart pose or puppy dog pose. So hips stay lifted, extend those arms, release the head. So hips are lifted, but shifting back. Releasing the back from the back bend here. And shifting forward, laying back onto the ground. And extending those arms to a T, let your chin be your kickstand. Make sure your arms are straight off of the shoulders. You're going to bring your left hand in under that left shoulder. Very gently, I always want to be mindful of that right shoulder. Very gently, we're going to rotate toward or on our right hip. We're targeting our right shoulder. So if you feel any resistance, just stop here. Put the foot down, stay here. You can continue to rotate. You can bring the foot here. You can bring it here or in front. We're opening up the chest. Breathe here. You can even bring that left arm to the top of the leg. Being careful here to honor your body, not overstretch or push. Slowly unwind. Other side. So bring that right hand under the shoulder and begin to roll to that left hip. The head's uncomfortable. You can bring a pillow or a block down. And know that each side in any pose can be different, so modify as you need to. See if you can soften into that bottom hip. Direct the breath into the left shoulder. Slowly unwind and press back into child's pose. Inhale halfway, exhale, downward facing dog. Shake the head through here. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, step or gentles, feet in between the hands. Inhale halfway, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Mountain. So coming into our balance pose, hands to big toe pose. So if you have a strap, you can use the strap. We're going to inhale, we're going to let that right knee come up as we shift our energy into that left foot, and you can hug your knee and stay here. You can take the peace fingers around the big toe. You can hook the foot with the strap. Balancing here, left knee is soft. Maybe this is where you are tonight. Maybe you want to begin to extend the leg out. Standing up nice and tall, listening to the body. More breaths. Shoulders drop. Ready, release. Shake it out. Shifting into that right foot. Find your balance. Right knee is soft. Breathing where you are. Intending a breathing extension through the spine and or the leg. Counterbalance is to extend that right arm to help balance. Couple more breaths. And slowly release. Inhale, release the shoulders up and down. And come back to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms come up, rotating to the right. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. This time, drop the right hand and stretch over to the right. Similar to the gate, move on your knees. Inhale, center, other side. Inhale, center, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, coming into gorilla pose. So we're going to take our palms under the feet. You want to work your toes toward the wrists. Again, if this feels uncomfortable or unstable, widen your stance. Bend the knees, drop the torso. For more challenge, bend the knees and intend the head and chest to come closer to the thighs. Not only is this a great hamstring stretch, but it's a great release to that low back, really throughout the entire back. Release the hands. Step back into high plank. Rotate to the right, right side arm balance option. Drop that right knee for kickstand. Release. Other side. Move to the left. Left side arm balance. Release that left knee for kickstand. Wherever you are, right hip comes to the ceiling. Release, shift forward, high plank, 2 breaths. Maybe dropping the knees. Shift forward, slowly lower down. Preparing for locust pose. Release those arms next to your body. Squeeze those legs together. Inhale again, lifting from the core, lift the legs, lift the chest, shoot those arms straight back. Roll those shoulder blades in toward each other. Gazing a few inches in front, a nice long neck, 2 to 3 more breaths. Slowly release. Coming through table, coming into down dog. Shake the head free. Inhale, lift the left leg, 3-legged dog. Bending that left knee and letting it drift to the right. Setting it down, down dog, 1 breath. Inhale, lift that right leg, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, let it come to the left. Unwind, down dog, 1 more breath. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Push the mat away from you. Inhale, shift forward. Slowly lower down, release chest, chin. We're gonna come to bow tie. So stay right where you are. I'm gonna face this way so you can see more of what I'm doing. This is another great shoulder stretch. So I'm gonna take the left hand closest to you. You're gonna slide it under the right. And then the right arm, you wanna make sure the hips are square. And the right arm is gonna go to the left. So getting as comfortable as possible here. You're just gonna release the chin, breathe. Targeting that left shoulder. If it's too much, please back off a little bit. More intensity, walk those fingers away from each other. Breathe into the stretch. The softness into the back, low back especially. And slowly release. And we'll switch. Now the right arm comes under toward the left and the left arm in front to the right. Just starting to notice the difference as we settle in here. Two, full inhale into the belly, longer exhale. And slowly release. Release those arms and push back into child's pose. So in child's pose here, you can settle right where you are. If you'd like, you can walk both hands to one side for several breaths, and back to the center and to the other side. Stay here for about 10 total breaths. Round the hips to feel more weighted and heavy with each exhale. Back to center, child's pose. Lifting and coming into seated. Coming into a straddle. Sitting up nice and tall, rolling the shoulders up and back, and then letting those hands truck over the legs to the ankles, or maybe those peace fingers come to the toes again. Maybe it's more comfortable on the shoulders to have your hands on the ground. Whatever feels good, we'll stay here for just a little bit. Imagine someone's pulling the shoulders back. So even if that means coming up at the hips a little bit, let those shoulders relax here. Good adjustments. Breathe here. And lengthen softness through the hamstrings, the inner thighs. And softness in the glutes. Slowly come up. Come back to the top of the mat. One vertebra at a time, carving at the belly. Slowly lower all the way down. The slower you go, the more you're targeting the abs and the core. Once you come down, reach the arms overhead, extend the legs. Nice long stretch. Maybe stretching that left side longer first than the right, or both at the same time. Hug the knees to the chest. Roll up, chin to the knees. Inhale, extending out, nice long stretch. One more time, hugging the knees to the chest, curling up. Keeping the knees in, but releasing the head down. Anchor the shoulders into the mat. Opening up those arms, recline twist. Let the knees hover over the hips, belly to the spine. Legs gently release to the right. Anchor that left shoulder down, gaze center to the left. Releasing as much as you can here before we move into relaxation next. And thinking about if after we take reclined twist on both sides, if you'd like to do another pose, maybe inversion, legs up the wall, or a shoulder stand before we move to Savasana. With softness through the neck. Drop into that right hip. Let the breath expand through the chest. Feel the collarbones lift and gently separate. Each inhale. When you're ready, slowly come back to center. Realign here. And as you anchor that right shoulder, legs come to the left. Be right or center. Shoulders drop. Open the left leg and hip. Moving into the right side body as it lengthens beneath the chest. 2 to 3 more breaths. And you're really coming back to center, hugging the knees to the chest. Taking any pose that you'd like to, or coming into Savasana, releasing the body long on the mat, taking another option, maybe placing something under the knees, legs up the wall. Your home, you can lift the legs up onto an ottoman or a chair. So wherever you are, letting go. I'm going to turn off my video for just a couple of minutes. Scan the body from toe to head, head to toe. Let your body feel weighted. Soften and release the front body onto the back body. And release the back body into the earth. Allowing your body to be still and heavy. And the breath to be natural and soft. Drawing your attention to the heart center, your breath, and the present moment. Busy thoughts try to invade. Just gently acknowledge them and refocus on the breath when you can. Inhale, observe. Exhale, completely let go. On your next inhale, bring your attention back to the breath and the heart center. Allow and watch the breath moving through your body. Next exhale, see what you can let go, how you become more in contact with the earth, with the back body. And the next inhale, begin to bring awareness, holding fingers and toes. Bending the knees, maybe hugging under the chest, releasing that low back one more time. Transition to seated by rolling over to the side and drawing the knees to the chest. Draw the chin to the chest and pause. Then letting that side that's in contact with the floor melt. Softening the face and the jaw. Letting tension go through the shoulders, back, hips. Breathing in the peace and tranquility of this present moment. And begin to deepen the breath into the belly. Make your way into seated. So inhale, filling the belly with breath. Exhale, softening the belly, continuing to soften the physical body. Feeling centered, grounded, and safe. Inhale, allow the arms to come up. Exhaling our practice, drawing the hands and that positive energy to heart center. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. Thank you, everyone, in person and virtually. I hope to see you next week. Next week will be the last time we're in person, and then the rest will be virtual, at least through the beginning of the year, but we'll use the same link. Thank you, and let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you so much. That was fun.
Thanks, Lisa. Good. Yeah, thanks, Julie. Thanks, Hattie. Thanks, Bethany.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah, bye. Thank you.